Okay, in this experiment we're going to be having a look at flame tests. We've got 5 separate solutions here: a lithium chloride, a sodium chloride, potassium chloride, calcium chloride and copper chloride. We've also got an unknown. This is part of a series of experiments, each of which will try an unknown to see exactly what's in there. It's recommended that you, before we do anything, that we have a little chart just with our different elements and the colours of the flames that we observe. Now what we're going to use is this, which is called a nichrome wire, and we're obviously going to need our flame to be a blue flame. It doesn't need to be a roaring flame, it does need to be a blue flame, so that should be okay. And hopefully if I hold it up against there you'll see. You do have to be careful with these, because you only get, sometimes you only get a very first hint of the colours that we're looking for. There's a suggested list of colours to look out for, but if we pop this one on, this is a lithium. Okay, so I think you might have just noticed that before it started to burn orange, if I pop that back in as a dry, it will burn just orange. But you may well have noticed that the very first hint of it was a little bit more crimson red. It can be difficult to see, but it burns a little bit crimson red in the first instance, in my opinion. So the next one is the sodium. They're all chloride solutions. So this one's a sodium. And you can see that burn it goes orange, but it starts off, that first bit of burn is quite a yellowy colour. You'll agree with me, it starts off yellow and then turns to orange. I'm using a different one here because I've got the luxury of it rather than cleaning in between, but the next one is potassium. Let's see what happens there. And there, to start with, we just get a hint of a lilac-y colour. I think you'll agree with me. Can you see? Before it starts, as the others do, it starts to go orange. The next one then is calcium chloride. And that's an orangey red colour that it starts off with. Can you see? I hope you can see it clearly enough. I'll just do it again. It burns that orangey red before it turns to the orange. And the final one is usually the easiest one to see a colour change on, which is the copper solution. And there we go, we can see a greeny blue look before it goes orange. Show you that one more time. There we go. Now, obviously, what the experiment requires is that we use an unknown solution, and we're going to use the same unknown in the series. But if I put this in, we don't know what the solution is at this stage. So let's see if we can tell from here. Now then, to me, that started off just that little bit lilac, which would be the first bit of the burn. It's that little lilac in before it goes orange. I hope you can see that okay. So that is showing us that our solution, whatever it is, in the first instance is likely to be something with potassium. So it's a potassium something or other. Hope that's useful. Thank you.